former athlete and this reality television star Caitlyn Jenner has delivered a touching and inspiring acceptance speech at a sporting awards ceremony. As she accepted the Arthur Ashe Courage Award at the ESPN Sportsperson of the Year ESPYs ceremony, Ms. Jenner used her time on stage to detail the difficulties of her transition and call for better understanding of transgender issues. She highlighted the recent deaths of trans teenagers Mercedes Williamson, 17, who was murdered in Mississippi last month, and Michigan 5-year-old Sam Taub, who committed suicide in April. All across this country right now, all across the world at this very moment, there are young people coming to terms with being transgender, she said. They're learning that they're different, and they're learning how to handle that on top of every other problem that a teenager has. They're getting bullied, they're getting beaten up, they're getting murdered, and they're committing suicide. In April, Ms. Jenner announced she would be transitioning and living as Caitlyn in a tell-all interview with Diane Sawyer. Tragically, Ms. Jenner said Sam died just days before her interview with Sawyer. Ms. Jenner won gold in the decathlon at the 1976 Montreal Olympic Games. She implored the athletes in the room to use their high-profile positions for good. "If there's one thing I do know about my life, it is the power of the spotlight," she said. "Sometimes, it gets overwhelming. But with attention, comes responsibility as a group, as athletes. How you conduct your lives, what you say, what you do is absorbed and observed by millions of people, especially young people." Ms. Jenner said she would continue to her campaign for greater trans rights, and to encouraging the community to accept people for who they are. "My plea tonight is for you to join me in making this one of your issues as well," Ms. Jenner said. "How do we start? We start with education." Ms. Jenner recalled her training during her athletic career and the toll it took to earn respect, but said it did not compare to the recent media attention she had received. "This transition has been harder on me than anything I can imagine," she said. "For that reason alone, trans people deserve something vital. They deserve your respect." Ms. Jenner thanked her children and her mother, all of whom were in attendance, for their support during her transition. The Arthur Ashe Courage Award is named after the legendary tennis player, who was the first African-American Davis Cup team member and first black man to win Wimbledon, the US Open and the Australian Open.